can I borrow that book? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's been years since I've opened this thing. Thanks. This information could help me prove the connection between the headmaster's illness and the Oracle's death. Keep this book close. Could be useful. What are we doing today? My dogs will probably bark more. There's loud people in the background. Alright, another what should I do today? Okay. Week 12. Time to pick my electives for the week. Alright, time for electives again. Hey Kai. Yes? So you're kind of a sneaky guy. I'm not sure I like where this conversation is going. No, I mean, you're known as a prank master, right? Known as, not as known as I'd like, but sure, I'll accept the title. So you know how to go places without being seen or heard? I might know a thing or two. Are you asking for a friend? Me, I'm asking for me. I see. What exactly are you trying to achieve? I just want to be able to follow someone without being noticed. Kai gives me a sidelong look, his face unusually serious. You're not going to do something dangerous, right? I'm not going to help a friend get hurt or worse. It's nothing illegal, I promise. I'll just be following someone to see where they go. Well, as long as observing is all you plan to do, I can go with that. Great, so what are my options? Unfortunately, most of the things that we could use won't be ready in time for you to use them this week. Good subterfuge takes time. What the fuck? Excuse me. There's nothing? No, there is something, but it's not much. Well, don't keep me in suspense. It just so happens that I know a recipe for a muffling potion. Good thing we're in alchemy lab right now, huh? What's a muffling potion? It dampens the sound of your footsteps so you can move more silently. Oh, that's perfect. The downside is it only lasts for about an hour, give or take. It's not an exercise, and it's not exact exercise, it's exact science. An hour should be enough. Then let's get to work, partner. We spend the rest of the class working on the muffling potion. It turns out green and kind of fizzy. I hope it doesn't taste too terrible, but based on the prior experience, that is not likely. As long as it works. Alright, electives. After electives, I practically run back to the main hall. I need to catch Professor Mordain before he leaves his classroom. I am determined to find out if the room of my vision belongs to him. I already know the teacup is his, but if I can find out his hideout, I'll have actual proof. Unfortunately, I don't think I can cut out for the stake of life. The professor doesn't leave his classroom for hours, and I am tempted to give up. The hallways are now empty of students, which makes blending in a non-option. I sit huddled behind one of the massive columns on the wall, which blocks my vision of the doorway, but keeps me well hidden enough. It's pretty late when I hear Professor Mordain finally emerge. I hear the creak of the classroom door, then footsteps across the marbled floor. I peek out from behind the column. Yep, it's him. He's finally leaving the class building. Now I just have to hope he feels the need to visit his mysterious hiding place rather than go straight to bed. I pull out a tiny bottle of liquid I made that morning. The muffling potion better work. I down the brew in one gulp. It tastes awful. I wait several moments before standing up. I don't feel quieter, but somehow I know it's working. Time to follow. Following someone for several paces back is much harder than it looks in the movies. I have to keep stopping to duck behind another column in case the professor happens to look behind him. Thank goodness for the muffling potion. He'd sure hear my footsteps otherwise. When Professor Mordain turns towards the winter courtyard, an icy thrill goes through me. He's clearly not going to bed. He's going somewhere in his abandoned wing. If I were going to do something nefarious, that's definitely where I would go. I continue to follow the professor into the old dark hallway. My heart is beating so hard I'm afraid the entire school can hear it. We've almost reached the end of the main corridor when Professor Mordain stops at a large wooden door. I've seen this door before, but I had no idea where it leads. I wait several moments before I approach on the door, but I'm starting to realize the error in my plan. Professor Mordain isn't going to let anyone just waltz into his secret hideout. And sure enough, the door is not only locked, it appears to be locked by magic. A ripple of disappointment runs through me. However, I now have an idea of where his hideout is. I just need to find a way to get into the door when the professor is not around. Well, at least we got that taken care of. Now that club activities are over for the year, I have some extra time on Wednesdays, extra time to find out what Mordain is doing beyond the old door and the old wing. If my calculations are correct, Professor Mordain will be busy with classes for at least the next couple of hours. That should give me plenty of time to figure out how to get inside this door. But how do I get past the magical lock? It's not something like I've ever seen before. The door itself has no knob on the key, no keyhole. Instead, there's a golden plate where a keyhole should be. But on the surface of the plate are 4 gemstones. Surely they have something to do with how this door opens. Unfortunately, I have zero experience with magical locks. But I need to get in this door. Time to weigh my options. Arcana, Mind, or Social? Arcana. I'll probably do this. Wait, what was that? Arcana, yeah. Use psychosymmetry to determine how the door opens. I lean forward, examining the strange golden plate on the door. There are 4 gemstones set in the corners, 1 black, 1 pearlescent white, and 1 bright green and 1 dark green. This is obviously some sort of puzzle lock, but how does it work? What do the gemstones mean? I run my fingers over the smooth stones and realize they can be pushed like a button. Pushing them all at once might get me inside, so I start trying to push the gemstones in order. I start from the top and move clockwise, pushing each gemstone in. There's a click and the gemstones pop back out of their original positions. Okay, I guess maybe it's too easy to expect it to be simple clockwise patterns. That wouldn't make a very good lock, would it? But now, what am I supposed to do? Push the gemstones in reverse? Alright, y'all, I'll be back. Thanks for watching.